Today, we are going to talk about the forms of government, and we have the four classifications, which are the number of people exercising sovereign power. The second one is the geographical distribution of power. The third one is the relationship of the executive and legislative, and the third one is legislative. These are the following intended learning outcomes. Number 1, you will be able to learn the forms of government. Number 2, you will learn how to identify what type of government your country has. And the third one is you will have a broad knowledge about government. Let us first define the number of people exercising sovereign power. Monarchs are the head of the state. They are usually both hold and achieve their position through the right of hereditary succession. So the first type of monarchy is the absolute. In this type of government, the powers of the monarch, aka king or queen, are absolute. Their word is law and their people have no say. The second type of the monarchy is the constitutional or the limited. It has a written or implied constitution and a central government body like a parliament. Tyranny is a government in which a single ruler is vested with absolute power. The second classification in forms of government is aristocracy. It is a form of government where a small group of elites rule. Aristocrats or the ruling elites tend to join both social and economic prestige as well as political power. The third classification in the forms of government is oligarchy. It is a government by the few, especially despotic power exercised by a small and privileged group for corrupt or selfish purposes. Democracy means rule by the people, as contrasted with the rule by a special person or group. It is a system of decision-making in which everyone who belongs to the political organism making the decision is actually or potentially involved. Direct or pure democracy. It is a form of direct participation of citizens in democratic decision-making, in contrast to direct or representative democracy. In direct democracy, it is a type of democracy founded on the principle of elected officials representing a group of people as opposed to direct democracy. Mobocracy is the form of government wherein people do not have the power to elect their representatives, since it is a populace or a mob that reserves the right to form the government and rule the people. The second classification in forms of government is the geographical distribution of power. A centralized government hands over supreme political authority to a central body or small group of individuals, which is responsible for ensuring the proper function of the economy and all other governing bodies. A federal government is a system designed to take power from the rich and give it to the poor.